Explaining Trump's policy towards Africa, it's the challenging mission set to Secretary of State Mike Pompeo on a 5-day visit to the continent. The visit comes after the White House announced a travel ban on 4 African nations and a withdrawal of troops from West Africa.
Islamist terrorism, which endangers 350 million people right here in West Africa. It threatens Americans too, and we are counting on Senegal. It is an important ally in this fight, and I assured our friends that the U.S. will keep up this fight as well.
According to the UN, attacks by armed groups like the Islamic State in the Greater Sahara and Boko Haram doubled with 4,000 deaths in the last year.
We know the key role that the United States plays in intelligence, surveillance, and training. I think it just demonstrates the fact that Africa isn't a priority for the U.S. and for Trump administration.
Despite Trump's travel ban being extended at the end of February to take in 4 African countries, including Nigeria, the continent's biggest economy, Pompeo insisted that the U.S. is open for business and warned against China's growing influence. Since 2000, China has invested over $280 billion in Africa, and now it seems that the investment is paying off. Chinese investors are using African nations to avoid U.S. trade tariffs imposed on goods made in China.
We have good trade deals in place with the U.S. We can export to the U.S. duty-free, and that's what is attracting Chinese investors to come here in Senegal and more generally to Africa. Also, it takes just 14 days from Dakar by ship to get goods to the US. Compare that to Shanghai, where it takes 2 months and it's a lot more expensive.
After Senegal, Pompeo is heading to Angola, then Ethiopia, 3 countries benefiting from Chinese investments. Pompeo calls it a debt trap, saying American investments are a lot better. The challenge for the Secretary of State is to put word into action, and on that, China is one step ahead. Nicolas, Haque, Al Jazeera, Dakar.